So when people talk about cyberpunk, I mean, they think of something very extremely ambitious. I mean, it's funny because we based Reboot Robot, our channel, off of it's almost off of the announcement of this game. I mean, we've seen a trailer. It's right here. It was almost like 10, 11 years ago. I don't remember, but we actually, one of our first podcasts was talking about this game. So it feels kind of special how this game is coming out right now after all this time, after all the delays and everything else. I mean, I just hope that it's a very good, polished game we're just going to see in a moment. So I feel very, it feels very special. And a lot has happened, before they announced this game. I was living in another country. I got married. We got kids. And it's incredible what time can do, right? Good and bad. So I'm really excited to play this, and right now I'm making this video because there's a 100 gigabyte update, so I have nothing else to do. So it's like, yeah.
Okay, so the game was revealed in 2012, actually even before The Witcher. And the thing is, I was already Cyberpunk is very much my favorite subgenre of sci-fi. It's always been, and my favorite movie is Blade Runner, both of them, and one of my favorite games ever is Deus Ex. So I got instantly hyped about Cyberpunk. The reveal trailer was pretty badass also, so it got me very excited. So it has been a long wait. It has been a very long wait. We have been waiting for 8 years. We had The Witcher, we had a lot of games, we have a generation come and go. And every time they reveal something, I got really excited. I watched those. But regardless, I think it's something that it's a game that got blew out of proportion a little bit. But so far, it's at least when it comes to me, it meets my expectation.
About to do some gameplay right now and get my first thoughts on it. So let's see how that works. Now, given the fact that I only had a weekend to actually play this game, it's quite different than what you're used to. I mean, first, the game is just huge. It's dense. There's so much stuff to do, and it's easy to get sidetracked. But one of the first things I noticed is that, I mean, the graphics are good, but they're not the best. Then again, I'm playing on the Xbox Series X and not on a highly performed PC. So on this end, yeah, the graphics don't shine as we would have, as I would have liked, but there's just so much to do in this game, and also so much backstory and culture. It feels like you get lost in the game, which is actually good enough. I mean, this reminds me of another game that's graphics was not like, super detailed or realism or anything like that, which was Fallout 4. Now, graphics weren't the best, but it was a huge immersive world, which, graphics weren't really a big thing. Well, on my end. But then again, I mean, some people would like it, differently depending on their play styles or, what they like. But so far on the Xbox Series X, actually runs pretty well. There are dips when you go into like open world areas and stuff like that, or even some major gunfights, but not to the point that I don't know what I'm doing or I have to load or quit or nothing like that. And also the characters, man, the characters are really awesome. It feels like they have a place in this world. It feels like you have a place with them in this world. So that's really exciting. And I know I just talked about something about the combat. Now, The combat is actually, it feels good, like a first-person shooter. But within the combat, you could actually hack, splice, beat up, shoot, hit, dismember, all kinds of stuff, which is actually pretty satisfying. So I'm really liking this game. It's really cool. Now for the bad news. Yes, I've hit some bugs in this game, and actually some game-breaking bugs where you try to return from a mission and the player who actually gave you the mission will not do anything. They'll just sit there and you need to actually reload the game and do it over again. But good thing that the developers made an autosave system which saves like almost every 5 minutes, so it's pretty good to actually backtrack whenever you need to go when something or an obstacle or a bug happens. So at least you have that. But all in all, this game does need polish, and I know the developers will be sending out patches within these days, weeks, and months in order to get this, all hammered out. But I'm having a great time with this game. I mean, there's something about Night City that makes me want to come back every day just to see what happens and just to get a feel of the game and the city. So they did a really good job on that. So that's going to be it for my video. Thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, live long, and game on. And I'll catch you on my next project or video or gameplay of some more Cyberpunk 2077. Take care now. Peace.